Has been a day of gloom, a somber mood, amid small pockets of celebration of Rita Tinina's life. The celebration of the darling of many in the newsroom and beyond just points to the fact that even at the Nation Media Group, she was more than just a colleague to many, and her legacy lives on through her personal interactions with the lives she touched, the stories she told, the ideals she stood for, and the journalists she inspired. Here are some of the tributes to RT.
This was Rita's desk, exactly where I'm sitting. This was her desk, and it's hard to talk about someone you just saw in past tense. I just saw her the other day, and now I'm saying was her desk, but this was her desk. And I knew Rita my entire life of journalism. I've been in the media for more than a little over 10 years now, and I've known Rita that whole time.
Na alipokuja alikuwa na keti tu kando yangu na wiki mbili zilizopita, sababu dawati la Kiswahili tulitaka kuketi pamoja, nikahamia hapa. Tulikuwa tunaketi naye pale wiki mbili zilizopita, na nakumbuka kila adhuhuri akifika afisini tulikuwa tunasema mengi, ucheshi kweli kweli, hasa siku zote tu akinionyesha tu simu yake na nionyesha mtoto wake. Alimpenda sana huyo mtoto.
She was the type of person who would avoid wahala, you know, that type of unnecessary drama. She kept to what brought her here, which is her job, and so there wasn't, she sort of gives you that lesson of keeping your boundaries, what is private, and what is work.
You should call us. Young man, are your scripts in? And that was her. It's very difficult dealing with the reality of this, and we just pray for peace for the family and for us, her colleagues here.
It's a terrible loss because I watched her when I was in high school, privileged to work with her, and she was one of those women journalists who are trailblazers. They cleared the path for the current crop of women journalists, and I think it's a huge loss, especially to her family. It's a huge loss to the NMG family.
I think of all the things I can pick from Rita, one of them is about humility. Not being insecure about what you know, or your prowess, or your capacity or capabilities. But just because you've got a lot going for you doesn't mean that you have to load it on others. I remember that times as she was still, getting the hang of doing the editor job here. Akikwama anasema, Ndosi twende, you need to help me out. And I admire that, because in this industry there are people who feel they know it all. You don't feel like you can show the vulnerability of not knowing.
Ma'am, as I used to call her, is someone I'm glad that I got to meet, It would be so unfortunate if she left this earth and I didn't get to experience the type of person that she was. I did not get to experience her calmness. I did not get to experience her kindness. I did not get to experience her love.
Rita is remembered for a lot of things, for her impeccable work in journalism, but more importantly for her gentle, soft-spoken and very humane way of life. She respected everybody the same, young and old. She could make any story big and keep you glued on that. I remember a story that she did, it comes to mind, of an ostrich that was named Michelle, that was domesticated, and it lived with a family, it ate ugali, and it took selfies. Rita did that story and it glued you to the screen.
Nimefiwa na rafiki ambaye ni rafiki wa dhati. Rita very cool. Rita utakutana naye kila siku. Kijana mdogo ukoje? Mambo yako vipi? Unamsalimia, she's bubbly. So ninachomba ni kwamba Mola iweke roho yake mahali pema peponi na awafariji sana familia yake pamoja na mtoto wake mdogo. Sisi tunamwombea mema na tunaombea familia yake mema wakati huu ambao ni wakati mgumu.